Restrictions for Venezuelans from October, our top story in Caribbean Newsline for Wednesday, August 23. From the CMC News Center in Bridgetown, I'm Ricardo Roberts. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Despite one CARICOM country saying it is looking into imposing visa restrictions on Venezuelans, the implementation of such requirements is now confirmed to be coming from further afield. Panama's President Juan Carlos Varela announced on Tuesday that his country will require an entry visa from October, and that requirement will remain in place until democratic order is restored in Venezuela. He said it was a difficult decision to make, but recent events in Venezuela, including the power grab by the new Constitutional Assembly, forced him to act to preserve Panama's security, economy, and job sources. At the same time, Varela said Panama would regularize the status of the approximately 25,000 Venezuelans already in the country for humanitarian reasons. Venezuela's Foreign Minister Jorge Areza has slammed Panama's visa requirement, describing it as an anti-integrationist measure. He says his country will, quote, work on reciprocity and reserve the right to complementary measures, end quote. Earlier this month, St. Lucia's Prime Minister Alan Chasney said his government was considering ending visa-free entry to Venezuelans as well. He said he was deeply concerned about the situation in the South American country, where months of protests against President Nicolas Maduro have resulted in deaths and injuries. Meanwhile, CARICOM countries are being urged to reconsider how they treat Venezuelan nationals fleeing the political situation in their country. The Guyana Human Rights Association, the GHRA, has issued a statement calling on CARICOM countries to recognize the scale of the humanitarian crisis in Venezuela and stop treating their fleeing nationals as illegal immigrants. The call came on behalf of several religious and civil society groups in Guyana. They are urging regional countries to provide those fleeing Venezuela with legal protection and register them on arrival. They say the registration of Venezuelan refugees would also strengthen the possibility of more orderly reintegration of the refugees into their own country when circumstances permit a safe and minimally decent life. The Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, is warning of a possible disruption to classes in the new academic year after rejecting the latest wage offer from government. While President Georgia Waugh Richards did not disclose the offer put on the table, she confirmed it was rejected at the JTA's annual conference on Tuesday. We get more from Kalisha Williams of TVJ News.
Negotiations started with the teachers on Friday, almost 9 months after a claim was made for salary increases for the 2017 to 2019 wage period. What claim the teachers made was not forthcoming when TVJ News inquired. The counter offer from the government was also a closely kept secret, but it's obvious the teachers are not settling for the government's offer. That much was obvious from the president of the Teachers Association, Georgia Waugh Richards.
We met with our members and we presented to them the salary claim and the ministry's response. And there was a unanimous decision to reject the claim in totality.
This rejection comes just days after the Finance Minister Audley Shaw told public sector workers to temper their wage claims with consideration to be given to low inflation and the successful increase in the personal income tax threshold to $1.5 million. Still, the teachers are calling on Education Minister Senator Ruel Reid to reconsider what was put on the table for them.
The cause of the Jamaican teacher must be represented with haste and urgency. We have been holding string. We have tied many a belly. Honorable Minister, I know the blood of teacher trade unionism runs deep in your veins.
She says the association may be resubmitting another claim soon.
Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has named a former banker in Ghana as his new Public Utilities Minister. Robert Leigh Hunt is taking over the portfolio Rowley held since he fired Marlene MacDonald for a second time earlier this year. A brief government statement on Wednesday noted that Rowley had advised President Anthony Carmona to revoke his appointment as Public Utilities Minister with effect from Thursday, as well as the appointment of Senator Waleed Michael Copping to facilitate the appointment of Leigh Hunt as the new minister. He will be sworn in on Thursday. Leigh Hunt has been Executive Director at HFC Bank Ghana Limited since April 2013 and Managing Director from 2015 until August 21st this year. He also worked at the Barbados National Bank and is also a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Trinidad and Tobago. One of Jamaica's most wanted men has been captured in the Cayman Islands. 29-year-old O'Brien Ellis appeared in court on Tuesday on charges of illegal landing and possession of ganja with intent to supply. His court appearance came 4 days after he was arrested in a police drug bust. Ellis is wanted for arson and the murder of his 44-year-old brother Stedman Sterling in December 2016. Now, reports indicate the siblings were involved in a domestic dispute when Ellis shot Sterling several times before burning the house and subsequently fleeing the country. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says he will be extradited to face the charges. Ellis, who also goes by the alias Joe Grind, was earlier this year named by the Westmoreland Police among the parish's 10 most wanted. Law enforcement authorities in Guyana are investigating the death of a crippled inmate at the minimum security Louisinan prison, or that's the Lucinan prison. The deceased 22-year-old Shelton George had been on remand for the 2014 murder of waitress Deborah Blackman during a robbery at a restaurant where she worked. He was also accused of the attempted murder of former magistrate Mohammed Aziz. Travis Chase of HGP Nightly News reports.
George died Tuesday morning at the Lusignan prison. Director of Prisons Gladwin Samuels confirmed to Nightly News that George was found motionless and was rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital where doctors pronounced him dead. Rosalind Monroe is George's mother. She said that prison authorities have promised her a thorough investigation.
I did speak to the director and he give me good word and he say that we wait on the post-mortem.
When George appeared before a city magistrate on February 8, 2017, he had told the court that he sustained his gunshot injury in Suriname, which caused damage to his spine, depriving him of the mobility in his legs.
Bahamas Prime Minister Hubert Minnis has called on Caribbean broadcasters to maintain the highest standards of ethics and security in a changing environment that's characterized by expanded use of social media. Addressing the opening of the 48th Annual General Assembly of the Caribbean Broadcasting Union on Monday night, he said the Barbados-based organization has the responsibility of ensuring the highest standards of ethics are maintained. The host Prime Minister acknowledged the impact social media plays on the industry.
It is of paramount importance to ensure that the broadcasting industry is not undermined by those who call themselves journalists, but who produce fiction and call it news. The CBU has the responsibility to ensure that the highest standards of ethics and security are maintained in the Caribbean broadcast industry as it expands beyond the 4.8 million people it reaches in the region and throughout the world via the internet.
You're watching Caribbean Newsline. Fashion and music take center stage at CariFesta 13. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Are you missing out? It's the summer of 60. Up to 60% off accommodations, travel, tours, and special deals. Plus, the music, the party, the vibes, the celebration of the 60th Carnival. It's the summer of 60. Yeah! Love Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda. The beach is just the beginning.
Take advantage of these special deals. Go to visitantiguabarbuda.com for more info.
The government of Dominica and Discover Dominica Authority welcomes you to the most unique Caribbean island, Dominica. Bursting with life, with energy, Dominica enraptures you in the vibrancy of the 20th edition of the World Creole Music Festival, October 27th, 28th, and 29th. Windsor Park Sports Stadium, Roseau, Dominica, featuring Marshall Montano, Sweet Mickey, Movado, Kalasha, Bungie and Fayan, Class, Sakai, Zuko Stars, Roman Virgo, Itana, Issa Banton, Triple K International, Yemi Holiday, Musical All Stars, Breathe, Swinging Stars, and more. Be part of the spectacle. This is the World Creole Music Festival, held in the nature island of the world, Dominica. Season tickets US 125 or 325 EC. Nightly tickets US 48 or 120 EC. Visit dominicafestivals.com where you will yearn for more. Say Musicanu.
Dominica.
Do you want a real Barbadian experience with peace and tranquility? A home away from home feeling? Come and stay at Best E Villas. We offer 2 amazing locations to choose from, Prospect St. James or Christchurch. Plan a staycation for your anniversary, birthdays, summer or winter breaks, or any special event. Best E Villas is located in close proximity to our lovely beaches. Call us now at 246-425-9751 or visit us at bestevillas.com and make your booking for the best in villas.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We turn our attention now to CariFesta 13 underway in Barbados. And on the focus today is on Caribbean fashion and music.
The Grand Market continues to play host to the craft, home decor, and fashion gurus of the region. CMC got a chance to catch up with some of the fashion stars. They explained the importance of the festival to the region's fashion industry.
CariFesta brings us together to be able to enjoy and admire designs and designers from other islands. Interestingly, the discussions that we've been having since we've been here, you know, people will come over to me from St. Lucia or from Haiti and say, these things, the women in Haiti would love them. And I know it's true. And so you now are able to look at markets in other islands. And there's pieces that I've seen here, and I've gone to the designers and said, your pieces, the Jamaican women would love them. And, you know, we look at how we can create the opportunities for them to come in. So I think it's going to create opportunities for us to exchange our designs and then integrate them into the different islands. So that's a great opportunity.
So far, I could say it's a very good display for me because people they don't really know me, especially people living Barbados, and it's a very good way to exchange our culture, languages, and style too. And people love my stuff. I hope I had that opportunity to meet some buyers who love to carry my line here. So we're still enjoying the moment, and it's a pleasure for me to be in Barbados.
And to see the true beauty of the designs, patrons were treated to a grand fashion show.
CariFesta for you, CariFesta for me, CariFesta you. Carry Festa for me, carry Festa 13 Barbados. Over the years, since the 70s, they've come to...
Carry Festa's theme talks about asserting the region's culture, and that was the aim of a music workshop in which students from Barbados and other delegates from around the region participated. They got some tips from professionals in the industry who are passing on the baton to the next generation of regional artists.
So important. I think there's so many folk songs that are lost because my grandmommy forgot to tell me about them or forgot to sing them to me. And that's a simple example of how sometimes heritage is lost. And secondly, I think that the opportunity for us to give back and share with our youth, it really speaks volume for the future. It's almost like a sustaining, ongoing program that we can have here. And I think that opportunities like this, we should jump for.
They were also taught about the business of the art and how to make a living from doing what they love.
You have a very rich heritage, you have incredibly creative and talented people, but you have to make money. You have to survive economically, and there have been studies done that demonstrate that arts and culture have enormous potential for this island economically.
And from spending time with this talented group of young people, it is safe to say the future of Caribbean music is in safe hands. Sion, reporting for CMC News.
And ahead in Newsline Sport, Guyana Amazon Warriors end their home game in the CPL on a high. The details after the break.
In a place where legends start, the beach is just the beginning. So live a little for the exhilaration and the color of every moment, where time is and life is a spirited event. Immerse yourself in the culture, the music, the people, the island. Love Antigua and Barbuda. Embrace an experience that leaves you breathless, from cricket to sailing week to carnival and more. Antigua and Barbuda, the beach is just the beginning.
Do you want a real Barbadian experience with peace and tranquility? A home away from home feeling? Come and stay at Best E Villas. We offer 2 amazing locations to choose from: Prospect St. James or Christchurch. Plan a staycation for your anniversary, birthdays, summer or winter breaks, or any special event. Best E-Villas is located in close proximity to our lovely beaches. Call us now at 246-425-9751 or visit us at bestevillas.com and make your booking for the best in villas.
Excuse me there. Listen, I hear something about that comedy show. Wait, really is. Wait,
It's all about Carrie Festa 2017!
Peoples, it's the Caribbean Comedy Explosion, Saturday, August 26th at the Cigar Fleet Sober Gymnasium. ITM Fancy Cat from Jamaica, the legendary Larry Joseph from Trinidad and Tobago, and he's bringing along the new funny man, Kenneth Chinese Super Sad, with Dolores Alexander, the Drunken Saint, and Daryl Mendoza, and the daddy of all comedy daddies, Errol Fabian. And Guyana got to be there, people. They're bringing Jumbi and Odessa Primus. That's right. And bringing it home is Trevor Dynamite, Eastman Lafitar, Romeco, Queen Archibald Cox, and special guest Stiffy. General admission $65, and the IMF will be there. IMF Bengal is your MC. MC is mad and crazy. The Caribbean Comedy Explosion, Saturday, August 26th, Cigar Fleet Stolber's Gymnasium. People, get your tickets from official box offices only.
Cricket takes the spotlight in the midweek sports package. Now, Guyana Amazon Warriors ended their home game in the CPL T20 on a high after they whipped St. Lucia Stars by 7 wickets on Tuesday. Sent in to bat, Stars could only manage 100 for 7 in their allotted 20 overs. New Zealand's left-arm batsman Jesse Ryder was the only batsman to score a respectable total of 29 from 30 balls. Trinidadian Riyad Emrit and Afghanistan's Rashid Khan picked up 2 wickets each.
A little bit of wit and it gets through the field. So it will only take 3 deliveries until the Stars get their run chase underway. Well, setting with a boundary.
It's for cricket.
Sky, long off is down there. Rashid Khan, it's a little bit of a juggle, but he says up Collins. Early wicket for the Warriors.
He's gone for 1. It's 6 for 1.
Some good fielding too. Oh, there's a mix-up, bowler's end, and there should be a wicket. And it's hit! Would you believe it? Tanvi didn't get back, but wasn't needed. It's the direct. And it looks like an El Dorado celebration for Chemo Paul.
And their fielding has picked up almost 100%. Shane Watson, new captain or not new captain, he's got to go for 0. Disastrous, 6 for 2. Cracked away through the covers. Jesse Ryder's picked that one. And you can pick the bones out of that from the fence.
Yeah, it was the length that he picked up as well. Even though he started pressing on the front foot, he just had to shift his weight back a little bit as well.
Charles takes on the man on the rope, won't beat him, catch taken. Singh takes the catch. Emrit gets his 10th wicket for the tournament, and the 3rd wicket falls.
Johnson Charles, painful innings, finishes. He's gone for 22. He's 35 for 3.
Ryder away over cover. That is gloriously timed. That's the shot of the evening so far. Into the rope.
He's been searching for this boundary.
How will Ryder approach this? He's been moving a bit better now that he's got the tape on his knee. Gee whiz. Had to come back for a second, and that's out. That is out. I'm not sure why they took a second. I don't know why Ambrose tried to rush his man. And I reckon that's the end of Jesse Ryder. Unusual cricket.
Not the smartest cricket at all. It's 47 for 4.
Down the ground. Oh, gee way. That was well timed by Sammy to the rope. That was Cornwall I was talking about. Like he can swing a lusty blow or two. It's a good shot from Darren Sammy.
Big shout. His bat on that. Oh, he's given him. He's given him. That's the least convincing appeal that we've seen from Rashid Khan. Even he didn't think that one was out. And finally, he's got one.
Can't believe it. He's gone for 19, 73 for 5.
Oh, that's been belted. Hero maximum, here we go.
Great line.
It's up. Guptill in. He's never dropping that. It's a Republic Bank classic catch from the Amazon Warriors captain.
The other night is now doing it in the field. Raheem Cornwall goes for 10. And the Stars 87 for 6.
In the air, out. Emrit picks up yet another one. That takes his tally to 11. And the Stars are falling apart.
Shane Chillingford goes for 2. The Stars still 8 short of 100, 7 down.
Oh, and he's nailed it. He's only gone and done it. Hero maximum, last delivery of the innings. And they brought up 3 figures. Would you believe it?
In reply, the Warriors knocked off the total with 6 overs to spare. Jason Mohammed led in the attack with an unbeaten 42 from 35 balls, while man of the match and Pakistani batsman Sohail Tanvir was caught on 38 of a delivery from Shane Chillingford, who picked up 1 wicket along with Jerome Taylor and Raheem Cornwall for the St. Lucia Stars.
Dive at mid-wicket is in vain, was nowhere near it. That went like a bullet from the batter Mohammed. Up okay. Tanvir top edge. That races away and all of a sudden the Warriors are charging towards the total.
And have a good strike rate. That's going to help. There'll be a 4 off the last and the 50 partnership comes up as well. 10 overs gone, 73 for 2.
Tanvir advance gone. That'll do. They've gone upstairs, but I don't think they need to. Tanvir knows he's gone. Stumped.
Just the 29 deliveries. And the Warriors 73 for 3.
Lovely lofted shot. Will go all the way. It's a sunshine, snacks, nuts, power shot of the day.
And it's out to place too.
Gets a little bit of width. Mohammed goes hard at it, picks up a boundary, which takes it to 3 from 35 deliveries for the win.
Gee, that's a good shot.
They get through. That's it. The final home game of the 2017 Hero CPL for Guyana Amazon Warriors.
That's the sport. We'll be right back.
Caribbean Newsline is brought to you by the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc.
Carry Festa for you, carry Festa for me.
From August 17th to 27th, the best of the Caribbean's performing arts will come alive at the amazing Carry Festa 13 Barbados. So be a part of 10 days of amazing events, including signal events in dance, literary arts, and visual arts, the Carry Festa Film Festival, the Youth Village at BCC, spectacular opening and closing ceremonies, and much more. Get your ticket for your favorite event online at carryfesta.net or at ticketlinks.com and at all approved Carry Festa box offices. This is Carry Festa 13 Barbados. Be a part of it.
Festa 13 Barbados.
Developments of this day: visa restrictions for Venezuelans entering Panama from October, and in sport, Guyana Amazon Warriors end their home game on a high with a 7-wicket victory over St. Lucia Stars. That's Caribbean Newsline. For news and sports round the clock, log on to CarnaNews.com. We'll be back here again tomorrow, but from all of us at CMC News, thank you for watching. Have yourselves a good night.